A deaf man walked all the way from Mumbai to Beed. Due to the COVID-19 lockdown, he decided to walk to Beed. Let me tell you about it. Sachin Kamble is a deaf man who hails from Ambajogai in Beed. He moved to Mumbai for work and lived in a rented apartment. However, due to the lockdown, he had to remain at home. His savings began to dwindle and he found it difficult to make ends meet. All he had were biscuits, peanuts and water to eat. He was starving. He then called Pradeep More, who works with SLAD, and asked for help. He made a few calls and contacted Himanshu Dhiravani, who agreed to help. Himanshu then gave rice, dal and other items to Sachin, who was very grateful. However, he quickly ran out of food again. Since he was starving, he decided to go back home to Ambajogai. Sachin got himself screened by a doctor and procured a health certificate. He presented the certificate to the Mulund police and requested them to allow him to go back to Ambajogai, as he was finding it very difficult to make ends meet in Mumbai. The police rudely told him to remain in Mumbai. Without a care, they told him to stay put. Sachin said that he was suffering and could not survive. He said Maharashtra and a few state governments had allowed interstate trains to UP, Bihar, etc. for daily wage workers. All he wanted was help to go to Ambajogai in Beed. The police refused to listen to him and ordered him to stay at home. Sachin was trying to think of other ways as he wanted to go back home. He saw many hearing people walking. That's when he decided to walk. He packed his bag, water bottle, peanuts and began walking from Mulund. He then began walking and took a break at Kalyan. He kept taking breaks at various districts. He was determined to walk all the way to Ambajogai. From Mumbai to Ambajogai is 460 kilometers. However, he did not care and had decided to walk. He kept taking breaks, but he struggled a lot. Despite getting blisters on his feet, he continued to walk. The skin between his toes began to chafe. Pradeep kept calling to make sure he was okay, but Sachin kept walking. When it got dark, he became afraid and slept in ATM kiosks. When his mobile battery ran out, he used plug points in the ATM to charge his phone. He would awaken at 4 a.m. and begin walking again. In the searing heat, he struggled to walk. Vehicles zoomed past him when he asked for lifts. But he continued to walk. Here's a video clip. He woke up at 4 a.m. and walked to a military base in Ahmednagar. He collapsed with exhaustion right outside. Sachin called Pradeep and informed that he reached the military base in Ahmednagar. Through SLAD affiliates in various districts, Pradeep contacted Bablu Balal, a deaf delegate from Ahmednagar. Pradeep requested Bablu for help, who agreed. Bablu then set out to the military base. A few army officials saw Sachin laying exhausted outside the base. They then helped and cared for him. Bablu then arrived at the spot with water and food. When Bablu asked him where he would go now, Sachin said he would walk to Ambajogai. From Ahmednagar district, he had to reach Ashti. Ashti falls under the Beed district where transportation was available. Sachin wanted to reach there. Bablu said he would help. Bablu stopped a gas truck and showed his ID. Bablu explained to the driver that a deaf man had struggled and walked all the way from Mumbai. After a lot of explaining, the driver finally accepted. Sachin then sat in the truck. Have a look at the video. Sachin was very happy to get a lift. Cheers to Bablu for his support and his unity with SLAD. The truck was halted at a police checkpoint 10 kilometers from Ahmednagar. The police began verifying everyone. When they saw it was a deaf man, there was a quarrel. Sachin pleaded that he wanted to reach Ashti in Beed district, but the police refused to listen to him. Sachin contacted Pradeep and Tasleem, an interpreter, spoke to the police officers. Eventually, the police agreed. Tasleem requested them to help Sachin reach Ambajogai as he faced many difficulties in Mumbai. They agreed. They screened him and stamped his hand. However, they did not allow him to go to Ashti. Instead, they told him to go to Jamkhed. Sachin did not have any option and agreed. The driver then dropped him at Jamkhed. He desperately wanted to go to Ashti in Beed district as all transport was available. But he was in Jamkhed and had no other option. Sachin informed Pradeep that he was in Jamkhed. Fortunately, Jamkhed was Tasleem's village. Tasleem made a few calls and contacted her maternal uncle. However, her uncle was initially hesitant as Sachin had walked from Mumbai. He was hesitant because Jamkhed was a dangerous area and Sachin could get assaulted or arrested by the police. Her uncle instructed Sachin to hide at the ST bus station in Jamkhed. Her uncle then rode there, gave him food and brought him to the village. Sachin was desperate to go to Ambajogai. Tasleem's maternal uncle then contacted Sachin's family, as Sachin had not informed them his plan to walk from Mumbai. When the uncle called his family, they were shocked that their son had walked all the way and was now in Jamkhed. The family were very worried. They secured permission from the police to pick up Sachin. The police gave permission and dropped Sachin to Jamkhed. Sachin then went to Ashti, where he was picked up by his parents and reached home safely. A deaf man walked all the way home. It was extremely difficult to walk in the dark all alone, fearing no communication due to loss of battery, etc. But in the end, due to his faith, he emerged victorious. Cheers to SLAD for their support. Their support to the deaf community by spreading hashtags on Twitter convinced the police to help Sachin reach home safe.